Hello everyone, welcome back to a new video. Today we are going to be making this Christmas chunky journal. This is the Santa and Co chunky journal. As you can see, this chunky journal includes 2 folios that comes with this kit. The theme of this kit is a vintage Christmas look, especially Santa themed. This kit is included in the Christmas bundle 2025. So if you have bought the kit, if you have bought the bundle, you can just check out your link for the Santa and Co Chunky Junk Journal. And if you'd like to purchase the Christmas bundle 2025, you can just check the link in the description below. Here are the final pieces that are included in this kit. So it's a huge bundle. You've got like lots of things like the main journal, the panels, the flaps, ephemera, tags, pockets, just for the main journal. Whatever I'm showing is just for the main journal. Then you've got the folio one, the flaps, pockets, ephemeras that goes along with that, and the folio 2. So when you are cutting all of these pieces, it would be better if you can cut them and keep them together. Like I've included like a folder of main journal, then folio 1, then folio 2. If you have all of these files together, like cut them and keep them together, even the pockets together, it will be easier when you are adding the pockets and assembling and everything, because certain pockets are larger for the main journal, so that it will be easier if you can sort them out separately. But you can interchange them. It's not like they have to be in this folio or in this journal. You can always trim the edges and you can just do interchange the pockets and such. So let's start the prepping. I'm just going to fold along the lines, and I want to add a few details on the edges. I'm just going to use my sewing machine to add all these stitching details over here. As you can see, I just used my sewing machine to add these little details, all these whimsical details, so that it adds a little bit more character to the journal. And I folded along all of these lines for the main journal. So we are going to be working on the main journal over here. Let's start the assembling for the main journal first. I've just named everything so that it will be easier for you to follow along with me. First, we are going to start with the spine flap. So as you can see, the spine flap corresponds to the spine of the main panel, and the spine flap actually corresponds. So what I want to do is attach this spine flap right on the spine right over here like this. So I'm just going to glue the spine flap to the spine of the main panel. So now that I have attached the spine part of the spine flap, the rest of this flap, so this is for an extra kind of an attachment that I have given so that it doesn't come out easily. So this I'm just going to glue it to the main panel A. So that's the spine flap. We are done attaching the spine flap. Next part is I want to add this closure for the entire journal. When we add these 2 folios inside the journal, I want to make sure that they are going to stay in. So I'm just adding this ribbon on the main panels right over here. On both of the main panels, I will just attach these ribbons over here. And I'm using paper tape over here so that I don't have some mishaps when I'm adding glue or anything. Again, I'm just repeating the same process on the main panel B also. I'm just attaching a ribbon. So we are done with the main flap for now. Let's move on to the next thing. So we've got these main flap A, main flap B. So what I want to do is attach this main flap B to the main flap A. But before that, I've got this as a pocket. So the main flap B comes as a kind of a pocket flap. I'm just attaching the pocket side and making it into a pocket over here. And now I can use that flap part to attach it to the blank side right over here along the line. I have given the line over there. I'm just going to attach the main flap B right over here. So I want to attach it like so that we've got the north pole, the compass part is attached to the blank side of main flap A. So we are attaching the main flap A to main flap B, and that is done. So now I'm just going to attach the blank area of the main flap A. This entire thing I'm just going to attach it to main panel A right over here. So I'm just applying glue to the entire main panel A, and I will attach the flap A along with the flap B. I'm just using my bone folder to make sure everything is in place, and I'm also making sure to crease along the spine line also so that we get a good fold along the spine. Okay, now let's work on the for the panel B. We've got these D, E and F over here. So this is F. We will build along the F and attach the F together to the main panel B. So we've got D, E and F. First I want to attach the D flap to F right over here. So I've given all of the instructions on these flaps so that it will be easier to follow. So I'm just attaching the D flap onto the back of flap F like so. So D and F is done, and I will fold it accordion style like so that we can open it up when we are attaching to the main panel. And this is E. E will be a top flap. I want to attach it to F like the top flap. So I'm applying glue to the flap of E and attaching to F on the top. We've got like a entire page along with these flaps here. So this entire thing, this flap F, I'm just going to attach it to main panel B. So that's main panel B, and I'm going to attach this area, the flap F. So we've attached the flaps on the panel B and panel A. So we got the top flap and a flap over here, and this flap that goes accordion style, and the spine flap. And one more thing I forgot is I forgot the C flap, that will be the pocket flap for the main panel A right over here. So we have attached the flap A and flap B on the stuck part, that is onto the main panel A. I'm just attaching this as a pocket flap, as a bottom pocket flap right over here. So this is main flap C. And this is how everything looks. We got all the flaps on the panel A and panel B. So that's the main journal. We are done with the assembling of the main journal. Let's move on to folio 1. This is the folio 1. The entire thing we will be assembling. We've got these different flaps. We've got flap 1, the flap 2, and let's start with the flap 1 and flap 2. So we've got this kind of a stamped area over here. I want to use that area and use this blank area along the lines and stick it to the flap 2 and make it as a side pocket. So I'm just attaching, the first step for the folio 1 is attaching the flap 1 to flap 2. And I already have a side pocket over here. So flap 1 we have attached to flap 2. Let's work on flap 2 now. I've gone to the back side of the flap 2 and we've got flap 3. And this flap 3, you can see it's got like 2 pockets on the sides, on either sides. I'm going to use one of the pocket, the left side pocket. I'm just going to use that to attach it to flap 2 right over here. As you can see, the journal is Santa and Co. So it's got like lots of Santa Claus illustrations everywhere. It's got a vintage vibe with lots of plaid patterns and stripes, Christmas themed, kind of a background theme and everything. It just includes all of those. So there you have it. We've got the left pocket that has been attached to flap 2. Next is the right pocket. I want to attach the right pocket to the flap 4. I've got this flap 4 and I want to attach it to this kind of a blank area on the flap 4, the one that says North Pole. I'm just using glue again to stick the right pocket to the flap 4 right over here. So that is flap 2, flap 3 and flap 4. Now I'm just going to fold it accordion style and we've got all of these pages. And that will be the back of the journal right over here. So this is how it's looking up until now. We've got one more last step. This is the flap 4's top pocket. So we are just going to add this flap 4 top pocket as a top pocket on flap 4. Very simple. Along the lines, I'm just going to apply glue and attach it right over here. So this is flap 4. Whatever I'm attaching is to the flap 4. And that is done. We are done with the assembling of folio 1. This is how the entire journal has turned out. Entire folio has turned out. Now let's move on to folio 2. So this is folio 2 and I'm just trying to prep first. I've got a oval window on one of the flaps, so I'm using this transparent sheet and kind of this netted golden fabric that I have. I'm just going to use that to attach it to the window. So it's just the prepping part that I wanted to complete first. So that's the window page that we have. So this was the flap 8 and I've got flap 6. All of the flaps I've just named and I've just kept them ready. Let's start with flap 5 first. So the idea is I want to use these flap 6. So these will be the door flaps. I want to attach the door flap 6 onto flap 5. And I want to attach flap 7 as a top flap right over here. So let's start with this flap 6 first. Making sure everything is folded neatly. I am going to attach flap 7 onto the top of this door flap, the flap 6. Now I have the door flaps along with the top flap. This one I'm going to use it to attach it to the flap 5 right over here. So the entire thing, the door flap along with flap 7, I'm just attaching onto the flap 5. Next, let's turn around flap 5 and attach this window flap. The pocket area, I want to attach the pocket area onto the flap 5. So this is how I want it to look. I want it as a top pocket. So I'm using the flap 8 along with the window and attaching to the back of flap 5. Let's move on to the next flap. This will be the flap 9. And the red striped area, I want to use that area as a pocket, a side pocket, and attach it onto the flap 8 or the window flap right over here. I folded the flap 9 as in accordion style so that it'll be easier to open up and close. So that's the folio 2. So this is the front of the folio. We got the door flap, the top flap, and turning back we've got the window flap and all of these accordion style and the side pocket, and that's the folio 2. So that's the final skeleton of the entire journal is done. We've got the main journal over here with all of these flaps. And then we've got folio 1, and the folio 2. And both of these folios, I can just add them into this main journal like so, and I can just tie it together using this ribbon. Now let's start adding pockets. For folio 2, I've got like these pocket flaps that I want to attach it to the long pocket that I have right over here. I want to attach these pocket flaps onto the long pocket, and then along with all of these two pocket flaps, I will attach the long pocket onto folio 1. For folio 1, I have given a little bit narrower, smaller pockets so that you can use them, that will fit into the first part of this folio 1. I have an extra pocket flap that I will attach it to the long pocket that you see over there, and I will attach the long pocket along with the pocket flap to the folio. Let's move on to decorating now. Such a fun process this is going to be, because I have included lots of ephemeras, labels, fussy cuts, tickets, so that you can use them to decorate the entire journal. It's packed with so much labels, so that you can also use them as pockets also. So that's what I will be doing most of the decoration. I will also add these labels as a little pocket, so that I can insert all of these extra tickets into these pockets as tuck spots. Just one last part that is remaining. We've got to embellish the folios now. I've got these door flaps, so I've included two round cutouts that you can use to add an eyelet so that you can close the door flaps and hold them together using a ribbon. That's what I'm going to do over here. And for folio 1, I've got one round cutout that I'm going to use to attach it to the front of the folio on this Dear Santa flap, and I will use that as an eyelet and use again a ribbon to close the entire journal and hold it together. Now that we have done with the embellishments and everything, decoration, and I've also added lots of festive ribbon, lace on all of these ephemeras and tags, and I've used a lot of stitching details on all of these ephemeras, and that's why it's bulked up. Like once you add all of these ephemeras, tags, and decoration, it just the entire journal is full. You can just see that it is full. So we are done, and just a little bit more final touches here and there, and we will move on to the final reveal of this journal. Okay, one more final touch. I swear this is the final one. I really wanted to add something to the spine, so I'm adding an eyelet, and I will probably add a little bit of like ribbons and tie them together to give kind of a little bit more festive look to the spine so that the spine doesn't look too empty. So I have this kind of a button over here that came with one of the clothing, so I'm just using that. So as you can see, I've just added a little bit detail over here. So this is the final reveal for this Santa & Co. Chunky Junk Journal that includes 2 folios along with it. I really had fun making this journal, and it does take a little bit time, but it is worth spending the time because the final product is just so beautiful. I will include the link for this kit in the description below, and I will also include the link for the Christmas bundle 2025 in the description below. You can check out the Christmas bundle and what are the kits that are included in the bundle. I did do a little mistake over here because I had already added all of the tags and ephemeras, and I stitched right through the tag that I have added in the pocket. So that is stuck right now. So anyways, if you like this entire template, like the one that includes the main journal and two folios that it comes with, I have the same template for Halloween and autumn also. So I will include the link for those two chunky journals in the description also. As you can see, the theme of this entire journal is Santa and Co. So it's got like the reindeers, elves, Santa's workplace, the workshop, Santa's post office, and all of those kind of a theme. The entire theme is based on that. So that's why you see lots of these little details of the Santa faces everywhere, and the stamps also indicating Santa and Co kind of a theme. And as always, you can also follow me on Instagram and Facebook. We've got pages everywhere on social media. And you can also join my newsletter to get updates on newbies that will be dropping soon, for especially for Christmas. I've got a lot of things planned for Christmas, so it's going to be fun. You can always join my newsletter to get updates about those things. You can follow me on Instagram to get like BTS of what is happening, because I always update on my stories like what's coming up, what's new, and also like what is happening behind the scenes, what I'm working on, and all those things. It's kind of fun, like getting to know what is going to be up in the list for Christmas. So I hope you enjoyed this video, and you can check out all of the links in the description, and I will see you soon in another video. Bye bye.